What's up, y'all? I'm back with another meal for y'all. So I made a Greek salad first. Actually, this is my go-to salad most of the time. So you're gonna use some cucumbers, some green peppers, some red onions, some tomatoes. You're gonna put all that together. You're gonna add some olives to that. Now at this point, you can add feta cheese if you want. I'm off the dairy, so I don't add feta to mine, but you can. So you're gonna make your dressing from scratch. You're gonna use some lemon, some red wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons of that. Once you get the 2 tablespoons of the red wine vinegar, you're gonna add some oregano. You need about 1 tablespoon of the oregano. Add it to that, a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. You can do that to taste. And then you're going to add avocado oil. You can use extra virgin olive oil, but I've switched over to avocado oil about a year ago. And actually, I really don't see much of a difference. Taste it, see if you like it. I add a little bit balsamic vinegar, just a tad at the very end. Then you're going to mix that all up. Pour your dressing on there slowly. This salad actually tastes better once it's marinated a little bit. It actually tastes better the next day. But put it in the refrigerator, let that sit. Now we're going to make the seasoning for our blackened fish. So I know when we go to the store, y'all, for me at least, we get stuck at salmon and maybe snapper. So I went actually looking for snapper, but they didn't have it. So I settled for rainbow trout. I said I was going to start trying some new stuff. So then you're going to use all these ingredients that you see to make your blackened seasoning. And then you're going to put it all in one bowl. You're going to mix that up. And then you can set that to the side. Once you set that to the side, this was the fish that I had. So then you're going to make sure you rinse that off real good and pat it dry. I have the skin still on. Now, certain fish you can eat with the skin still on. Rainbow trout is one of them. Especially if you cook it right, it'll get real crispy. So you can actually cook it with that skin on that fillet. You're going to put that all over it on the front and back. Make sure your fish is dry. Set that to the side. And y'all know, clean as you go. Wipe stuff down. And then I had to do some shrimp too because I wanted to do blackened shrimp as well. I made the separate seasoning for that. You're going to put that in a small bowl. Mix that up. This is going to be for your shrimp. Once you get all your seasonings mixed up, you're going to take that and you're going to put that all over that shrimp as well. Just to get that shrimp real seasoned and put that to the side. So now let's get to cooking. So I put a little bit of butter and a little bit of avocado oil in there. You're going to make sure that that pan is actually piping hot. Okay, so you want to make sure that you don't that your fish is not sticking, but then you want to be able to make sure that you got enough ventilation in your kitchen as well. You're gonna add a little bit more butter because so it doesn't dry out, and I put water in mine that creates a steam that brings some moisture back into it. It's gonna be piping hot, y'all, but be careful because it is blackened. The season is gonna be cooking off, so you're gonna be inhaling that. So make sure you got maybe a fan on or your vent in your kitchen. So once you finish that fish, you're going to top it off with some lemon, and then you're going to move on to your shrimp and do the same thing. You're going to plate it all up. You got some fish. I got that Greek salad from earlier. I made a little bit of rice. Hit me up if you want the recipe.